All right, guys. Sorry I was late on this one, but however, we're gonna go ahead and get to the review. You're gonna really like this review because we come to find out that there was a surprise on Wednesday on Dynamite. So, and also the reaction videos will come out too as well. I just gotta make some time for it. But other than that, we're gonna go ahead and react to this AEW review from Chris Jericho. FYI, this will drop on the day of Dynamite. So when this video come out, it will come out before Dynamite even starts. So, and trust me, I will go live that day. I know I've been lacking, but I got it. I got y'all this time. I got y'all. So we're going to go ahead and get to this review. Shout out to Bobby Monsoon. We're going to go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and check out this review. And we're going to go ahead and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get started. What's up, guys? I just want to let you guys know I made a backup account on Instagram. So scan the QR code so that way you can follow back. Also, follow me on Twitter. Also, follow me on Instagram. I do have another account you can follow on there as well. And you can scan the QR code for that. So anytime I make a video, make sure you guys check the bio so that way you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter for both accounts for Instagram and also for Twitter page. So I appreciate the support. Thank you guys for looking. Let's get to the video.
The cornerstone of professional wrestling. Back and looking 30 years younger. WWE is dead, so he ripped the contract off her and said, "After Fed." Vet, did you see the news yesterday? The rumors are true. Chris Jericho's back! And it wasn't an April Fool's joke either. He's really back. He came on Dynamite and let everybody know he's made his choice. He's gonna stay right where the best wrestle. He let everyone know 2 words. He's home. There's not too many people in professional wrestling with a resume like Chris Jericho, man. We're talking about 30 plus years. He started off in ECW. Then he went to WCW and he changed the game in the cruiserweight division, having matches with people like Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, Dean Malenko, and others. Then he went to WWF and had a legendary career pulling off unbelievable moments like beating The Rock and Stone Cold in the same night. He went to New Japan Pro Wrestling, had a few banger matches. Then he didn't just go to AEW, he was a pivotal part of getting that company off the ground. This dude is a generational talent. We'll never see anything like this again. And there's a lot of rumors that Chris Jericho coming close to retiring, man. The bidding war between the two companies was intense. If you ask me, bro made the right decision, man. Chris Jericho treated WWE contract offer like loud music after curfew and he turned it down. And if you ask me, it was the best decision he could have made. Can you imagine what WWE would have booked for Jericho his retirement year? It would have been filled with being cursed by Danhausen, storylines with the Masked Man, and they would have ended it with him being choked out by Gunther like the last 3 legends. Jericho always had heat with Triple H, not on good terms with Stephanie McMahon, had problems with Bruce Pritchard and Michael Hayes and others in WWE. Why would he want to go back to the Fed? It kind of got me thinking of that old comedy show that used to come on TV. Everybody hates Chris! And to sabotage his retirement, I bet they was chopping at the bit. I'm glad he dodged that bullet.
We'll drop a clues bomb for Chris Jericho, goddammit. Yeah, man. Shout out to Chris Jericho, man. I can't wait to see him on Dynamite on the 8th. This upcoming Wednesday. So when this video drop, it will be on the day that he will be addressing his return. So we will be going live for that. And I promise I will not be late. I will be home early. I know I've been lacking, but trust me, I will be back, all right? I finally get some little free time. But yeah, I can't wait to see what Jericho has to say based off of, you know, or why he chose AEW over WWE. But you know what? Whatever the reason is, we understand. Okay, we don't want you to get caught up like, you know, like Nikki Bella and and AJ Styles and all the rest of the people that have been washed up because they want to get a check from TKO. So, again, he made the right decision, and honestly, I'm glad he canceled these rumors. I just hope the same that will happen for Anna Jay and Saraya, but I unfortunately, I do think that Paige will come back at the Royal Rumble. But is she going to stay? I don't know. I really hope not, because I don't think they got any plans for her. I really don't. But hopefully they just bring her back, just bring her back for the Royal Rumble, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? And then have her go on by her business, because we really don't want to see, Paige teaming up with anybody. We don't need that. We're good. She's killing it over at with her podcast and the meet and greets. Even though I kind of want her to wrestle, because she did say she want to wrestle. So I say go do the indies with Shotzi and them, and then come back, and then they'll see that you still got it. But who knows? But. But shout out to Chris Jericho. Can't wait to see him Wednesday. So we'll go from there. But let's go ahead and get to the review.
Dynamite started off with Tony Schiavone coming out ready to mediate the contract signing between MJF, Kenny Omega. The pyro's going off. He's looking like, what's going on? I'm thinking there's some glitching. I'm thinking there's some sabotaging from Paul Levesque and TKO. But it was none of that. It was actually Y2J, Chris Jericho. The cornerstone of AEW, the cornerstone of professional wrestling. Man, this was incredible, man. What a surprise, dog. People swore up and down, even myself. I thought he was going to the Fed. I was hoping he wasn't. But when I seen Jericho stayed on that AEW roster, I look at that as a telltale sign that, man, bro was going to stay with AEW. He was going to stay with the best wrestler. Like I said, what was WWE going to book for Chris Jericho? Absolutely nothing but jobbing him out. He made the right decision. He made the best decision. I can't wait to see what Tony Khan and Chris Jericho is going to book for this run for Jericho, man. Bro is looking like he's in his back in his 20s too. Single-digit % body fat. 55 years old. Looking like he's 25. I'm ready, man. I'm ready for matches with Jon Moxley, Kyle Fletcher, Speedball Mike Bailey, some of the younger guys, Kevin Knight, classics with Okada, Takeshita, endless classics that we got with Chris Jericho, man. I want to see some good things on his run with AEW, bro. I think that his retirement in his last match, if his last match is with AEW, I think it'll be bigger and better than the Sting match. I know that's a high bar to reach, but trust me, we talking about Chris Jericho here, man. So I think he can make it happen, dog. I'm happy to see Jericho back.
Yeah, I hope that Chris Jericho plans out his retirement tour at AEW. I really hope that we can see his retirement tour from now to all the way all in. I don't know if it's going to be this all in. It might be next year, but we'll see. I don't know how long his contract going to be, but if it can last for at least till all in of 2027, then that would be kind of dope, because they'll have more time for him to plan on stories and whatnot. But we'll have to wait and see. I will be interested in what his matches are going to look like after Destiny. So we'll see how it goes, man. But shout out to Chris Jericho for making this decision. Hopefully Anna and Saraya can make the same decision. Now with Saraya, I don't think she's coming back to AEW. I'm sorry. After hearing all these stories about how she lost passion to wrestling because of AEW, and I'm just like, as an AEW fan, I'm just like, man, I don't know what happened backstage, but whatever went down, man, she got to get over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. I don't know what happened backstage, but whatever it is, unless it's like really something serious, it's hard for me to just listen to stuff like that when AEW's been doing right by everybody, especially people that deserve better. You know what I'm saying? That could have had better when they were in WWE. Now, I know when you see people like Brad Baker, you'll be like, come on, man. You can't say that because she could barely get booked and all that. I'm like, listen, politics can be involved in wrestling. You know how it go. But the thing is, when you see people like Tommaso Ciampa, and you see people like Ricochet, you see people like, I'm trying to think of some people like, Swerve Strickland that went from NXT to one of the greatest black pro wrestlers of all time, thanks to AEW. You know what I'm saying? You can't, and of course, if you want to just talk about white wrestlers, I'm trying to think of some. Like I said, Tommaso Ciampa, he won the TNT championship that first time he came here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even Saraya, that's the thing. Saraya won the AEW Women's Championship when she came here. It took her, even though the reign wasn't that good and to other people's opinions, I thought it was good because at least she told a story with Tony Storm and Ruby Solo and Harley Cameron and she really had put some people over. But then again, maybe she looking at it like, well, when am I going to get pulled over? And maybe that's the reason why she felt that way. And I understand. And that's why I think she might not come back because there might be some creative differences between her and Tony Khan. But I think hopefully maybe one day I could speak to Tony Khan and just ask him, is there any way you can work it out with her? Because she really thinks that AEW is the reason why her passion has drifted away from wrestling. But as a fan, I just don't believe that because, she put on some good stories. And maybe it wasn't good to her, but it was good to me as a fan because I tuned in. You know what I'm saying? Just watching her with Harley Cameron and Anna Jay and Ruby Solo and Tony Storm, and then all of a sudden what? Because there was some things backstage, you just gonna say F, AEW, and I don't think she's saying F AEW. I think she's saying I like AEW, but I gotta go this way. And again, that's okay. But when you start saying things like you lost passion because of AEW, I'm like, woman, don't you know that you have opportunities to go to the indies and wrestle there? It's just like, I don't know, man. I just really hope one day Paige would just realize that your home might have been WWE, but it's not the same because Vince McMahon is not there. So you're gonna have to accept the fact that one home might have been your home, but when you go to the next, that's going to be your home. You know what I'm saying? It's like moving to a different state. You might have been born in this state, but once you go to a different one and you stay there and you comfortable, you realize that that's your home. You know what I'm saying? So, like you were born in UK and you moved to America. Now look at you. You're comfortable in America. So, again, it's just things you just have to, adjust. But do I expect her to come back? No. But do I expect her to, get back into wrestling? Absolutely. But but the question is when? When are you going to get back into wrestling? Are you going to get back in the ring or are you not? Because it seems to me like you rather get back in the ring in one place when I would rather for you to wrestle in multiple places so you could show them that you still got it. Who cares if you're practicing with your mother? How about you get in the ring and practice with other people? Why won't you wrestle Shotzi? Why won't you wrestle Scarlett? Why won't you wrestle Ella Dawn? Why won't you wrestle, Bella Davenport? Why won't you wrestle maybe Marina? Why don't you wrestle like the people that you interview, whether it's Deanna or, wrestle them. You know what I mean? At the indies, come on. Gigi Dollins, wrestle her. It's just like, I just really wish she would just, just take the chance, but she's just not ready yet. You know what I'm saying? But I really wish I could ask her these questions, but I just really have to sit down and really think, like, what could I say that could probably won't piss her off? Because I'm like, listen, ego is going to tell you, don't listen to me. But if you know what the difference between AEW's booking and WWE's booking right now, you will know where to go. But then again, the indies is just a place where you could start. And then you can figure out from there where you want to go. I already know it's WWE, but can you please practice? Can you please, have a daily routine? Can you please, just try it out? All I'm asking you to do is try. All right? One match. Just give me one match. One match with Shotzi. One match with Priscilla Kelly. One match with Scarlett. Like, you still haven't interviewed Karrion Kross and Scarlett. Interview them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a part 2 coming on the way for the Rule Breakers. Cool. Bring Scarlett and Karrion Kross. Bring them. You know what I'm saying? Like do something, bro. You know what I mean? Like I'm just saying, just give us one match. At least, can you give us one match? Like, does it have to be at WWE? Can you wrestle at House of Glory? Can you wrestle at GCW, or can you wrestle anywhere besides just wrestling at, besides just wrestling at a performance center? Like, come on, man. Like, can you do something? Like, besides just doing these meet and greets. Like, if you say you want to wrestle again, then wrestle again. But don't just show us that you still got it. Actually get in the ring and show us. But we just have to wait. But back to Chris Jericho, man. Shout out to Chris. Can't wait to see him Wednesday. And hopefully we can see the beginning of his retirement tour. But we have to wait and see. But let's continue.
After that, you got the contract signing between MJF and Kenny Omega. MJF, one of the best heels in the business, one of the best heels to ever do it, cutting a promo that only the devil could cut, telling Kenny Omega that, man, you was better off dead. Kenny Omega letting people know he had 24 inches of his intestines cut out of his stomach, man. He was a long road back to recovery. He here and he back, and he ain't come back for nothing. He's not gonna leave empty-handed. A lot of people are saying that, man, my man Chris Collins, he said that this might be Kenny Omega last year. A lot of people thinking that Kenny Omega might go over on MJF come on Dynasty. Me, I don't think it's gonna happen. We'll see. We'll see. But I think MJF is on a different run, man. I think if MJF dropped the belt, it's probably going to be all in, if that. You know what I mean? I think it's a little bit too early for him to drop the belt. But if Kenny Omega pulls it off, if this is going to be his last year, if this is the only time to really do this, I can understand that. But we'll see, man. Regardless, this match is going to be a classic come Dynasty.
Yeah. I mean, listen, as much as I want Kenny to win the belt too, I do think MJF should win it. Just until we can figure out who's really going to be his opponent at All In, right? Is it going to be Will Ospreay, Swerve Strickland, or Darby Allin? Right now, it seems to be like Darby Allin might be the number one contender based off of this Don Cass family storyline, but we'll have to wait and see. Maybe Gabe Kidd might come in, but we'll know. We'll know. We'll know when the time comes, so... but let's continue.
Now, as they was cutting a promo, man, MJF started to get disrespectful. Kenny Omega about to snuff MJF. Speedball Mike Bailey comes out telling him to chill, tell him to fall back. Speedball is loved in Canada. That's where he's from. He tells Kenny to chill. I got it. So they set the main event matchup. MJF versus Speedball Mike Bailey. But we already knew what the outcome was going to be with that.
Yeah, y'all comment down below and let me know if y'all want me to react to this video. Y'all comment down below, let me know, okay? Otherwise, I could just stick with the women matches, but y'all comment down below, let me know if you want me to react to this match right here, okay? Let's continue.
That led into a match where you had Kenny Omega, Jack Perry, Brody King versus The Demand. This was a cool match. This was a fun match, man. Kenny Omega and Ricochet had a few spots one-on-one, making me want to see Ricochet and Omega sometime in the future in one-on-one matches. But as far as the trios, man, we got to get the trio titles. At least get them a title shot for The Demand, man. I want to see the dogs in the ranking of getting the trio tag team championships. Come on, bro. We still got them on jet speed and Mexico. And I think we need to be booking the trio tag team championships for actually the trios that's on the card, man. So regardless, this was a cool match. And you had Kenny Omega getting the pin on Ricochet, and it seems like they're not done. They got some unfinished business.
I mean, yeah, I agree. I really hope that the Demand will go after those trio titles, but I don't know when, man, because the Rascals need it too. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Hopefully, I mean, look, the Hurt Syndicate is back, so I mean, I don't know, but maybe because I heard, MVP is looking for a fourth member. I don't know. I mean, without Cedric and Alexander, it's like, who do you really have that you could add in the group? But we'll see. Hopefully, the man will go after those belts, but we have to wait. Otherwise, give it to Jack Perry and the Young Bucks. You know what I'm saying? They used to be a trio, so I don't know. I'm just saying, give the national title back to Ricochet and let the Young Bucks and Jack Perry take the belts. They ain't never won those before. At least I don't remember. So, just try it like that. But we'll see if they'll get booked to Destiny with Jet Speed and Mystico and whatnot. I don't know who they're going to face. They're probably going to face the Outcast family again, which is dumb. But, we'll have to wait and see on that. I mean, I wish it would just be the Demand versus the Jet Speed and Mystico. But I think Jack Perry is going to probably run it back with Ricochet again. But I haven't seen any poster or banner of that, so we have to wait and see. But let's continue.
After that, you got Adam Copeland, Kristen Cage walking around backstage AEW with steel chairs, man. They almost hit Renee with a steel chair. Kristen Cage almost did. Adam had to stop him, man. But they're looking for FTR. They're looking for some get back. They're looking to do some damage. The FTR, they wind up running into two of my homeboys of the Don Callis family. And unfortunately, man, they gave him a beating, man. Hit him with the steel chairs or whatever. But, it's cool. We going to get some get back on that. Don't you worry, man.
Guys, things have been intense, to say the least. What is the plan tonight?
Renee, tonight's not the night. I know you're doing your job, but we're here to take out FTR. As a matter of fact, we're going to take out anyone who gets in our way. Renee is not in our way.
Hey. Hey, man, shut up. Hey, man.
No. Renee, really? Renee. That's it. Here we go, boys!
Now. Hey, what are you doing?
Where's FTR?
Yeah.
Where are they? This is their locker room. Where are they?
First off, it's kind of rude you guys didn't.
Shut up! Where are they?
They're not here. They're on Collision tomorrow. Relax.
All right, looks like we're on Collision tomorrow.
We could kindly take a message for you, gentlemen.
Kindly.
If you'd like.
Totally
No
kindly.
problem.
I think they're in our way.
What?
Yeah, I think so.
In the city. Damn.
See, they get that message.
After that, you had a match I was looking forward to. Pac versus Will Ospreay. And man, Pac comes out. He's looking like he's all about his business, man. Will Ospreay comes out. Somehow Pac teleports. He's already in the ring. Before you know it, he teleports to behind the ring somehow. The attack Will Ospreay from behind, man. Slams him on the ramp. Will Ospreay starts the match off with his neck really being injured. Again, Pac is on demon time, y'all. Whole match, he's working on the neck. Will Ospreay doing a great job selling it. And I said this on my live, bro. There's a few times I'm watching this match. I'm like, man, I wonder if Will Ospreay really feeling a little bit of pain. He's doing that good of a job selling, man. So shout out to Will Ospreay. Great storytelling in the match, man. But Will Ospreay winds up pulling off, winning the match, man. He won the match, but he didn't win the war. The Death Riders come through, jump Will Ospreay and put the chair on his neck. Claudio Castagnoli about to end Will Ospreay's career, but Jon Moxley stops him. And he tells Will Ospreay a chilling message saying, man, Let's not make this personal. It's not personal to me, but it's personal to Will Ospreay, Jon Moxley. You tried to end this guy's career in front of his family. He ain't feeling that. He needs some smoke. Dynasty, they're going to get it. Now, for me personally, I told y'all this is the match I'm looking forward to the most on Dynasty, man. Even though we all know Will Ospreay probably going to go over, still, man, this is a match that's just deep in the storyline, man. Will Ospreay, this is the beginning of his redemption tour, just like Mercedes Moné. Will Ospreay need that redemption, and it starts with Jon Moxley. But how it's going to happen, though? We'll find out on Dynasty. This is going to be a fire match.
Yeah, I mean, look, if y'all saw, hey, listen, I'm gonna make a reaction video. Don't worry, I'm gonna make a reaction video with Pac and Will Ospreay. But however, Lord have mercy, what is Will gonna do? But I do heard that he's gonna have some backup from New Japan that's gonna probably help him out. So, shoot, don't be surprised if he has some help at Destiny or at Dynamite. Don't be surprised. But yeah, we'll keep a close eye on that one.
Next, you got the Brawling Birds and Mina Shirakawa going over the Sisters of Sin. This was a cool match, man. It seems like the Brawling Birds are getting their momentum up. They might be challenging Mega Bad for the Tag Team Championships. I don't think they're going over, though. Maybe sometime later on in the year, but not even Mega Bad. I forgot. Penelope Ford got hurt, man. Where is she, dog? I keep forgetting. It's actually Lena Cross and Megan Bayne. We might get that for Dynasty. Who knows, man? The Brawling Birds having some momentum, but Lena Cross and Megan Bayne, they're not letting them titles go no time soon. So we'll see how that goes, man.
Well, unfortunately, they will not be facing any tag team matches, or they will be having solo matches based off of out of the blue. You know what I'm saying? So Jamie Hayter will be facing Thekla for the belt. Even though I would recommend Mina, but hey, I figured, this is what they should have done. They should have done Thekla versus Jamie Hayter and then do Thekla versus Mina at Destiny. But I guess the Brawling Birds will have something to do at Destiny. And what's that? Pretty much Jamie Hayter facing Thekla for the women's title. And then, of course, Alex Windsor will be facing Marina Shafir at 0 Hour. I'm definitely looking forward to that. I love the fact that Alex is most likely going to be facing somebody that's part of a group that's attacking her fiance. And what's good about this is the fact that Alex Windsor will be getting married to Will Ospreay in 2 months. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully I get to find some wedding pictures so I can post it on my YouTube. But yeah, I'm rooting for Alex Windsor for this match. I really hope that she beats Marina at 0 Hour. And I'm definitely going live to watch that. And as for Jamie Hayter goes, as much as I want her to beat Thekla, it ain't gonna happen. So Jamie's gonna have to wait. I don't know when she's gonna get that title back, but she's gonna have to wait because Mercedes is coming back, and when she comes back and win the AEW title, I don't think anybody's gonna take that belt off of her. Me personally, I wish she would drop it to Harley Cameron, but something tells me she might drop it to Bayley if she comes and sign with AEW. But if she doesn't, which I really hope I'm wrong on that one, she'll probably give it to Willa Nightingale. So, because then at that point she'll become Grand Slam, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. Absolutely. So we'll see what happens with that. But I'm rooting for Alex Windsor, Jamie Hayter. I'm sorry, but you're not gonna beat Thekla. I'm just being honest. But yeah, let's continue.
And after that, you got Darby Allin coming out, man, letting everybody know, bro, what's up, man? He's letting Kenny Omega know, bro, you my man, but I need that AEW championship. It's only one person that climbed Mount Everest to put the AEW flag up there. It's only one person that's gonna die before getting that AEW championship, or he's gonna get it. He said either one is gonna happen. He's either gonna pass away or he's gonna get the AEW championship. And Darby Allin means every single word he's saying, man. So he's on deck for that now. The Don Callis family! OG Don Callis lets Darby Allin know, hey man, you want a shot at the AEW Championship, you gotta go through Andrade. So at Dynasty, we got Andrade and Darby Allin. I expect Andrade to win this one, but you never know, man. Darby Allin might pull it off, but I expect Andrade to win this one, man. Darby Allin beefing with the Don Callis family is not the best decision he could do, man. So we'll see what happens with that.
Okay, I got the poster. So, yep, I'm rooting for Andrade too. I know Darby Allin, winning will be something, but honestly, Andrade winning means a lot. So, yeah, I'm rooting for Andrade in this match. Hopefully he beats Darby Allin so that way he won't, look kind of crazy losing to him. So, I'm rooting for him as well. But let's continue.
Now, the last match, we got MJF versus Speedball Mike Bailey. We knew this was going to be a fire match. We also knew the outcome of this match. MJF going over Speedball, man. Speedball really didn't have a chance. MJF coming out with the All-American. He's an American hero, man. He got the flag with his face on it, man. I love MJF, man. Fire match, Speedball Mike Bailey. He took the loss, but he doesn't look like a jobber. He definitely looks like a formidable opponent, and maybe one day we'll see him in the title picture, man. MJF continues to beat Speedball Mike Bailey up after the bell rings. Kenny Omega comes out to save the day. MJF leaves with a triple B around his waist, him holding it up high, letting Canada know that, man, who's the champion, man. Solid episode of Dynamite. Great surprise by Chris Jericho returning. So, you know what I mean? I don't got too many complaints. But let me know in the comments what you think about that. Oh, yeah, Swerve Strickland. I ain't gonna lie, man. I think we might see Swerve Strickland at Dynasty interject in the match with Kenny Omega and MJF. I wouldn't be surprised. One thing I'm scared of is when a killer is silent. If he's sitting up there barking and talking, I'm scared too. But at least I'm seeing what's going on. I get to kind of read his body language. I get to kind of see what's coming before it comes. But when he's silent, when you don't see him anywhere, this is when a killer's most dangerous. So that's no pun intended either. So we all need to stay on high alert for Swerve Strickland and whatever he got up his sleeve. But let me know in the comments what you think about that. Solid show at Dynamite. And also what you think about Chris Jericho turning down the WWE contract offer. It was his best move if he wants his legacy to be solidified. It's already solidified, to be honest, no matter what happens. Paul Levesque isn't that powerful. He doesn't have that much power to sit up here and sabotage Chris Jericho retirement run, and I'm happy Chris Jericho didn't even fall into that trick. But let me know in the comments what you think about that. I'm gonna see you on Friday for Crackdown. It's Bobby Monsoon 215. Like, comment, subscribe. Blah!
Okay. Well, there's some things you guys got to look forward to is that Chris Jericho's return, and also the trios match, Team Allen versus the Doncast family, Kenny Omega speaking. And also, the return of Queen Amanada. Yeah! Going after the TBS title. Just like the Thunder Rosa going after Thekla for the AEW Women's title. It's going to be epic. Now, am I rooting for her to take the belt for Willow? I want her to, but she just came back. So hopefully they get her to do another one at Destiny. I'm hoping they'll do a round 2 and start a feud, but we have to wait and see. I think Hikaru Shida might come back for that belt because I did see Collision where she almost attacked Willa Nightingale but didn't. So I am hoping that she comes back so we could tell a story with those two. But we'll have to wait on that as well. But I am glad that both women are back. I just hope maybe we can get a triple threat match at Destiny at least. Maybe you can add Sky Blue and make it a fatal 4-way. You never know. But we got time, so we'll wait a minute. All right, but that's the Dynamite review. Shout out to Bobby Monsoon. Reaction videos will be on the way. Let me know down below which video you want me to react to when it comes down to Dynamite before Dynamite. But this video will come out on Dynamite, so your request might be a little bit too late. But however, that doesn't mean y'all can't comment while the premiere starts on that day. So make sure you guys tune in and make sure you guys check out. If you guys want me to react to the main event of Dynamite, and that's MJF versus Speedball, y'all let me know down below if you want me to. But other than that, I do have the videos for the contract signing, Pac versus Will Ospreay, and the trios match with the women. So I got those matches, so don't you worry about that. But with this, y'all let me know what else you want me to react to. So let me know in the comment box which video you want me to react to from Dynamite. But get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share if you're new. And I'll see y'all on the live stream at 8 o'clock for Wednesday Dynamite with Chris Jericho's return. All right?
Cut boy! What my name is? Cut boy!